Brian, what are we doing, buddy? What are we doing, Brian? What is going on with your life? What have we done to you? Right? Why do you hate us? So, Brian Callahan and the Titans, okay? This offseason, they took away a piece from the Kansas City Chiefs. They took their cornerback, their best cornerback, actually. And we rejoiced. Brian Callahan's going to Tennessee, and he's going to do exactly what we thought he might do, which is continue the Bengals' way, continue the Bengals' success, and take away and take down the Kansas City Chiefs. And we rejoiced. We ran in the streets, butthole naked. Listen, put your clothes back on. Let's get back to work. Now the Titans are trading DeAndre Hopkins to the Kansas City Chiefs. Why? I that's all I can ask. Why do this? I understand from Tennessee's point of view. You know, guy's old. Guy's not that good anymore, for them at least. They have a failing quarterback situation. They want to move on from him because he's costing a lot of money. He's an old receiver. Obviously, they got Calvin Ridley this offseason. That hasn't worked out too well for them. And they just want to kind of clear their hands and move on. And I get that. I really do, right? But at the same time, there is a mentality, right? You can't add to the beast. You can't give the beast more firepower. Because these stats right here you see on your screen with Patrick Mahomes are going to be 100 plus yards every single week. With Will Levis or whatever makeshift quarterback they put out there, Mason Rudolph, yeah, I agree. This is going to look absolutely atrocious and look bad as heck. But once you add in Mason Rudolph, once you add in all this other crap, I mean, once you take in Patrick Mahomes, everything changes. And now what we're talking about is a complete 180, okay? This is so frustrating. This is so annoying. The Chiefs are about to get 1,000 times better. I mean, you're adding DeAndre Hopkins with Patrick Mahomes. I don't care how old DeAndre Hopkins is. I don't care what the circumstance is. I mean, again, bro. Patrick is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You add a 33-year-old wide receiver with him. That 33 receiver is going to look like a 25-year-old receiver. This is a horrific thing to do, Brian. And being, with the Bengals for 5 years, you would think he'd have his wits about him, not to give the enemy anything. Instead, you're selling out, buddy. You're selling out, Buster. You're giving a star receiver to an arch enemy. And I get it, hey, you're with Tennessee now. And Tennessee doesn't have arch enemy with the Kansas City Chiefs. But you got to remember where you came from, Brian. You got to remember the struggle, the absolute agony of the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to remember who they are. And if you don't, then I think you might be far gone. You might be too far gone to deal with it. Brian, today you made a bad decision. And you ruined the league. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. This is really not that serious. Guys. Do I think DeAndre is going to play great for them? Absolutely, yeah, 100%. I think he'll be arguably a 750 to 1,000 yard receiver again. And I think he'll play great football. And I think this will be a great acquisition for Kansas City Chiefs. For the Tennessee Titans purpose, it makes perfect sense. It really does. With all my, crazy antics aside, it makes perfect sense for the Titans. You move on from an old wide receiver, you get some draft capital, and, you kind of just try to get this rebuild. You have a brand new coach, your quarterback who's young, he got hurt, but you're still trying to build around him. You want to get younger. It's a classic, typical situation you see with most franchises. So in the end, again, jokes aside, this makes perfect sense, but I still don't like it. I still don't like it, bro. Peace out, guys.